navigating office politics in Indian corporate sector. So if you're an employee who is working corporate sector and you know that even putting up so much of hard work, being on time, being punctual, your career graph is not rising, and at the same time a flatter who is doing less work than you, who is not even that punctual, whose work is not that you know hard hitting, or you can say that in that level that it benefits the company, still he is getting promotion, and you are at the same place for so many years. So how to survive chamchagiri and get faster promotion without losing your self-respect? So you are working very hard for so long in corporate sector, you are hitting your targets, you are being on time, you are a punctual employee, you always take the work very seriously, and you put your 100%, so you will get a career graph, or you can say the promotion in your work, but your career graph is not rising because of office politics. Office politics, yes, Indian companies, Indian corporate sector, or every corporate sector, I can say every corporate sector, there is office politics. People take the credit of your work, people will blame on you of their mistake, flatterer gets the fast promotion, and you are confused, you are working so hard, still forget the promotion, people are not appreciating your work, and that hits you very hard. It happens with everyone except the flatterer, the chamcha one, and the everybody can't be a flatterer. It is a some kind of, I can say that I have seen people who are flatterer, they are born flatterer. Their atmosphere of their family is in that way, they have learned it in a very specific way, that if even if you try to be that kind of guy, it will take too much time, and it will not worth it, because if a person who is not flatterer and he tries to become a flatterer, he or she loses his self-respect in snap, because that is not your way. So how you will survive in this kind of scenario, or thrive in this kind of situation where flatterer is or other person who are controlling the frame and you are not controlling the frame? So there's two way. The one way, being a flatterer, you can do whatever it takes, and sometimes it's beyond the work, beyond the compliments, beyond the things that you see in your work area, that. And if you want that, I'm not the right person to teach you, you can skip this video. But the second way, which I'm going to tell you, that how you can control the frame and claim your authority, please your boss without losing your self-respect, the complete mindset of war in office politics. So I'm going to share with you the 3-step framework which will help you to control the frame, to make your mindset strong, and you can become, or some way I can say that you can learn that how to please your boss without losing the self-respect and without getting the flatterer tag. So step 1, managing yourself. And in every step I am discussing sub steps which are least to most important. So focus on least as well as the most important sub steps. So number 1 is how you carry yourself. Look, how you carry yourself is about your self-respect, how you perceive yourself. Do you think that you are a valuable person? Do you think that your work is important? Do you think that you actually put the work with complete sincerity and you are that person to get respected? Do you think? If you don't think, that people will not respect you, people will not perceive you as a person whom they can sit with a kind of sense that this one is something. You are that kind of person that one person is disrespecting you in a some way that you understood, and just because to be a good person you are going for that person so that people won't perceive you as a rude person. If you are that kind of person, your personality needs a serious makeover, and that is the second sub step, that is your personality. Personality is how you show yourself, how you carry yourself, how you think of yourself, how people perceive you. It doesn't matter that you are introvert or extrovert. Doesn't mean that if you can please the complete room or you cannot please the complete room, that makes your personality high value personality or low value personality. I'm saying here that holding your ground, holding your frame is far more important than anything else. And the last is, and the most important sub step is your mindset. What mindset, with what kind of mindset you are going in your office, and what kind of mindset you need to have to navigate the office politics in your office, with your colleagues, with your boss, with your team, with everyone. That is really important. If your mindset is not hard, hard in the sense, you know, the office politics where everybody want to ditch everyone, they want to get promotion, so they take credit of others work or your work, and they want to be seen everywhere. But if your mindset is not that strong in that kind of atmosphere, that then you are going to suffer this office, or you can change the job for next company. Everywhere you are going to suffer this thing always. So managing yourself, your personality, how you carry yourself, your personality and the mindset is the number one step that you need to do in your career and in your office politics. Step 2 is managing atmosphere, and the number one is making strong dynamics. Look, making the strong dynamics is all about how you interact with people and how your connection with people is established. Don't tell too much things about yourself in your office. Keep your private life private and professional life a professional. So if you are mixing this both things with the private and professional life with each other, then it will not create the strong dynamics of your life, because people know about your personal things, that how you are suffering in your personal life, or because everybody is suffering in some or another way, how you are, how your relation are with the people in your family, in your friends. And try to do that your friend should be your friend and your office colleague should be your office colleague. Don't try to mix match that now you are in this office and you try to make everyone your friend. This is not good thing, and it will not make your dynamics strong. Second, how to make people value you more. Look, you need to understand that how people minds work, how they perceive you as a more valuable person, or how they respect you is a completely different game that you need to play every time in your office. Sometimes you need to be a clear cut person who is, for someone it may seem like you are rude, but being a lousy person, being who is, you know, the bin pendi kalota, who, if you want respect, then you need to be clear cut, and don't merge your different thoughts with everything. Try to be clear. It may seem rude, but yes, you need to be clear about your work, about people's work. And every time if somebody is asking someone, like, sometimes we think that I'm telling this word to this person and this will not tell him, but words or your everything that you say travel everywhere. Yes, it will take time, but your words or whatever you're saying travels everywhere, and everyone will know that what you are saying. So try to think twice before you say something to someone. It's better that you tell the right thing even if it's rude. This way you can command the respect. This way you become a valuable person, being clear, being outspoken, as well as true to your work. If you are not a careless person in your work, if you are not a person who is procrastinate, if you are not hitting your targets, if you are not doing your work, then you are not you are not being valuable, because people will perceive that this person is not focusing on his work. And because you are there to work in your office, and if you don't put the effort to become a valuable, then people will not, even if they respect you, people will not value you. Respect and value is different thing, so don't mix that. You become valuable if you give value. Respect, it's yours, though your persona that command respect, that is another thing. And step 3 is control. In this step, this number one sub step is controlling your colleagues, controlling your boss, controlling your team. You know, for this thing to happen, you always need an upper hand. You will always need an extra knowledge beyond your work, so that the people who are in trouble, or if they need your help in their work, then you will be that person who is going to help them out. And in this way you become a valuable, and you control the frame and you control them. And second thing what you need to do is you need to learn to be some kind of outspoken person. If someone is doing something wrong, you can say on their face, but in a very diplomatic way, not in a rude way. And someone is doing very good work, then always do this. If you compliment someone, compliment in front of everyone, not in private. And if you want to, if you want to correct them, try to do it in privately. Sometimes you can, if someone is making big mistake, you can do publicly, but if it's a normal mistake, you can tell him privately. This way you hold the complete control. Like, if you compliment someone, you are showering them. And if you are showering on them the love, the compliment, whatever words you are saying, they are always in your control. Or whenever the time comes to compliment your boss, have that kind of courage that you speak eye to eye and compliment him eye to eye for their good work. But obviously in your corporate sector, you cannot show your boss's mistakes. So always remember, compliment your boss, but don't uh, tell his mistake or her mistake in front of everyone. Yeah, you can tell him in a very diplomatic and sweet way, in polite, in privately. That is not being a flatterer. Understood that? Being flattered is when everybody is there, you are trying to please your boss. Boss, take this. I have cooked this. Please eat this. You are very handsome. You are looking very hot, and you are very hardworking. Oh, what is your mind? This kind of thing is considered flatterer. So understand this. Every step, step 1, step 2, step 3. The number one step which I told you is managing yourself, where how you carry yourself, your personality, your mindset. Step 2, managing atmosphere, where making strong dynamics, how to make people value you more, become a valuable person. And step 3 is control, where your colleague, your environment, and your work. But what I want to say, every individual is different, and with everyone there is different dynamics with the in their office and their personal life. Their mindset is different. Some people are extroverts, some people are introverts, some know how to speak, how to compliment, some doesn't know. So that is why I conduct a one-to-one session for 2 months to get the best result out of you in your office politics, in your personal life, in your relationship, in your mindset. So if you want that coaching session with me, you can email me or book the call with me. And if you like this video, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.